What's going on YouTube? Cloverbuzz here, back with another Scarlet Valiant video, and today we're hopping back into the ranked ladder to showcase one of our 8 rental teams that we put out for the month of January, and this is our Calyrex Shadow Rider Hyper Offensive team. So this team actually won a tournament over this past weekend. One of our viewers took the team and used it to win a small tournament, and it was a Mouse Tour 2-year anniversary tour. So shoutouts to Gab16, Italian player, for using the squad and winning that tournament. And then they used it again, I believe the next day, a little bit of a larger tournament, about 50 plus people, and got top 8 with the same squad that you see on the screen here. So we thank you, Gab16, for using our rental team. And now it's time for a showcase, because why not? So the whole idea, you know, from my point of view, in terms of Calyrex Shadow Rider, when I made the squad in the beginning of January, is to play it a little bit faster and a little bit more aggressive than the normal, standard, boring, balanced Calyrex teams that you might be finding. I think that kind of Calyrex team is probably better in the grand scheme of things, but, you know, at the time it was just so boring. You know, that's just all you were seeing on ladder in terms of a Shadow Rider player. And, you know, this is 4 months into a format, so I wanted to do something a little bit different, you know, as far as like putting out a rental for Calyrex. So at least playing it a little bit more aggressive can make things a little bit more fun. So that's where I went with something like this. So you got the Whimsicott here for Tailwind, you know, for your Tailwind mirrors, ideally, you know, Tailwind, Moonblast, Encore, Helping Hand. Very standard set there with the Covert Cloak too. And then, you know, partnered with the Calyrex, you can go for a lot of, you know, big firework plays like the Astro Barrage, Life Orb, or the Expanding Force if you did have the Indeedee out in the previous turn. But the idea here with the Calyrex is Substitute is a very, very good move here on this, especially, you know, if you are playing in ranked ladder. It's very good in the Trick Room games, technically, you know, just because the turn that they go for Trick Room, you can go for Substitute, and then you can always protect the next turn, and then boom, you know, 2 turns of Trick Room have passed, and your Substitute is still up. So they have to commit, you know, 2 slots ideally to break through, unless they're using their Urshifu. But that is another kind of discussion. But either way, you know, Indeedee Calyrex, of course, you're getting Psychic Terrain, you're clicking Expanding Force, you're doing a lot of damage. You got the Chiyu here, you know, for the mirror matchup, and then also can help the Calyrex do even more damage because it beats a Ruin. And then you've got physical breakers on the team, you know, with the Ogerpon and the Urshifu. The Urshifu is a Sashmon, and the Ogerpon, again, with sturdy, you know, hidden Sash there, and also pretty good at, you know, just redirecting attacks away from the Calyrex, because you have Follow Me, and then, you know, dealing pretty good damage into other Urshifus for that matter. And then rock coverage is really good against stuff like Incineroar, the Tornaduses, the other fire types, and even something like Chenpao will have trouble getting around the Ogerpon too. So you got that going for you. And then just another Urshifu with the Ogerpon lead. Again, just, you know, protecting your Urshifu, keeping the sashes intact is actually really useful here. Urshifu with the taunt is also useful. You could taunt a Amoongus, you could taunt another Whimsicott, you could taunt another Tornadus if they don't go for their prankster moves. So it's very useful if you can time it correctly. And then at the same time, you know, with Whimsicott here with Encore, if things want to go for Fake Out, you can Encore lock them. So for example, you know, if you do Whimsicott Chiyu, if they know your Scarf, they want to always Fake Out the Chiyu. If you don't want to burn your Terra, you know, you can just Encore lock them later, and then, you know, they're just stuck clicking Fake Out, right? So then they have to switch. So you can force a lot of switch outs and, you know, create some pins, you know, just by going for something like Encore and even taunts, right? The Indeedee here, you know, another purpose here is just to go for Trick Room too against some of those Tailwind teams. So you can do that as well. Otherwise, it's just meant to click Helping Hand with some offensive partner and just watch the fireworks after that. Okay, so this is it. This is the team. So now we're just going to showcase it in some battles as always. So hopefully you enjoy the games. And we'll see you later, but hopefully we can get some cool wins with Expanding Force, Substitute, Calyrex Shadow Rider. So without further ado, let's just go straight into the ranked battles. Holy smokes, we got a very interesting Ice Rider team there. He's got Amoongus and Farigiraf. Okay, we see that. Then he's got T-Tar with the Sand. And then there's Hariyama. So the one thing that Hariyama gets that Iron Hand does not is Wide Guard, and he's a fighting type too. So that'll help him a little bit. Well, technically, Hands is also a fighting type there, but the Wide Guard does make things interesting. I think he has to bring it. If it's Amoongus Calyrex, how do we want to do this? Well, we can just blow it up and go with the Calyrex Chiyu lead here, like Heat Wave, Astro Barrage. you know, is my understanding that we can do. If he brings the Hariyama, then we can just go bonkers here. But if he brings the Farigiraf, then that also does well with the Chi-Yu stuff here. So we also have to watch out for like Tyranitar. I think Tyranitar is also not amazing. Can do okay into what we have here. So we do have to be mindful of that. I can also go for these Encore plays if I have to, but I don't think I'll need to. So I think we'll just do it like this. We'll just go Chi-Yu here. Indeedee, and I'm running out of time, so I'm just gonna lock in the Ursh. Yeah, just for the Tyranitar over there. But yeah, so I don't think I needed per se the Indeedee. Would have been nice, but we'll see what he leads with the Calyrex. Is it gonna be Amoongus or is it gonna be the Hariyama there? It is gonna be the Amoongus. Okay, so question now for our opponent is: are you clicking Spore? I can also click Expanding Force. Again, Heat Wave is going to do a lot of damage here. We can force out a Terra as well, technically, from the Calyrex. And this is a good time to also click Substitute, right? And that's also what I'm going to technically do here, is I will go for that play. So I can also just click Astral Barrage, right? If he's Terra Water, good luck, right? But I can just also go for the Astral play here, right? And I still can go for the Overheat play. I think it's going to do a lot of damage. But I also want to pick up the Amoongus. So how do I want to do this? Do I just do it like that? And then just straight nuke? Let's do it. Let's see what he does. It's actually going to swap the Amoongus here. So it's going to take the Astral Barrage. It is going to be Tyranitar. Okay. Now, did you protect the Calyrex is my question. Did you protect it? There's no way you don't. Okay. He actually just goes for the straight Terra. Is this water? If it's water, okay, that's good for him. Alright, and it... what is that? Electric? Holy smokes. Okay, he might live this now. But I did click Overheat, so we'll see. Alright, we connect on the Overheat, which is really good for us. That's... oh my god, we got the crit. Okay, well, Chi-Yu. Alright, so you're the restricted this game, I guess. So single target Astral Barrage. Wow, okay. I kind of wanted the Calyrex to do that, though, so I can get the +1 here, because now this is not a +1. But this is still going to do decent chip into Tyranitar. Yeah, that's still decent chip, honestly. We do have Urshifu. This is why we brought it. Gonna have to switch out the Chi-Yu, too. I can always just Terra the Calyrex now. But, yeah, he Terra'd the Calyrex and lost it. Alright, there's the Hariyama. There's your... you already know what's coming. It's going to be the Wide Guard stuff, for sure. You know, I can always click Substitute, technically, just to see what he's got. I can Protect. I do want to get the Indeedee out here, though. So, how do I want to do this? I can still click Expanding Force here. Just to try. This is where, like, things get a little bit interesting. But I do need to switch out the Chi-Yu here, but... how do I want to do this? I can Protect this turn and swap out, and let's go into... I don't want to lose my Sash, though. Let's go into the Urshifu here. Let's do this. Let's get rid of the T-Tar here. Let's pressure it. If I lose it, darn. But we're going to protect the Calyrex this turn. I'm going to lose my Sash here, but the idea is that I can at least keep the Urshifu alive. Alright, there is the Wide Guard, okay? We figured that was coming. Okay, and now what does the T-Tar do? It is just going to be a Rock Slide, which I'm totally fine with. Alright, he can also miss here, but he doesn't. The Urshifu does get hit here. Okay. Now, what's going to be really good here is now this is the time where I can substitute here, and I can pressure that Tyranitar. So I am going to go for it. He also chips his own Hariyama. I will go for that sub now, and I will just go for the straight Surging Strikes play, right? And I'm going to force that T-Tar to switch here. Okay. Now he's got to make a choice. He does have the Amoongus, and I know he's got it. I know you have it. Okay, there's our sub. Okay. Now, did you go for another Wide Guard play is the question? You didn't. Alright, so there's the Surging Strikes. Okay, that's good for us. Alright, I don't know what this Hariyama was going for, but we're gonna find out right now. Might have targeted my Ursh. Oh, he went for the close combat into my Ursh. He almost breaks the Ursh. His defense drops, which is good news for us. Alright, I am gonna take Chip. Okay. And my Ursh is also gonna take Chip. I don't want it to die though. The Hariyama's taking Chip, and now the Hariyama's stuck here, in all honesty. And there is said Amoongus. Alright, so there he is. Okay, so now what I can do is I can still go for this expanding force play, and I'm gonna preserve it and go into the Indeedee, so I don't lose the Urshifu here. And I'm just gonna keep forcing him to click Wide Guard. That's my goal here. So I don't want the Ursh to die to sand just yet, but here we go. Psychic Surge comes out here. What are we clicking? If you're clicking Wide Guard, you're not clicking an attack move. Okay. Could click something. You could click Spore. There's the Wide Guard. Okay, we expect that. How long are you going to keep clicking it, though? Is the question. There's the Rage. Wait, Wide Guard and Rage. Wait, what's the point? Wide Guard and Rage Powder. At least go for the Spore. Okay. Alright. So there's that. Now, what's really good about this is that we're going to keep forcing that play here. I still need to get some of these guys off the board here. I need to at least chip. Alright, the Hariyama is chipped. Okay, and there's more Amoongus chip here. I'm still going to do it. Like, I'm still going to click Expanding Force, force that pin here, and still click Psychic over here. Right, so I'm going to keep doing it. There's another Wide Guard. Okay. But what did the Amoongus do is the question. Alright, there's an Expanding Force, obviously. So he didn't click Rage Powder. Okay. I would love to pick up the KO here if I can. Come on, Indeedee. Psychic Terrain, Psychic? Yo, after close combat, there it is, beautiful. Alright, so now we're in business. So now the Amoongus should just die. There's no more Wide Guard support. This is how you get around the Wide Guard. There's the Pollen Puff. That does nothing. Alright, and our opponent just has to click one move and one move only, and that is the forfeit button. There is the DC. This is how you listen, this guy just wants to click Wide Guard, and then where's the offense going to come from? That's the whole thing with Wide Guard. Like, you're going to click that, but, you know, that just means you're not clicking an attack, and I get to stay on the field a little bit longer. Now, of course, this is where, you know, I had to fight for that position still, so... but in the end, I still had Urshifu and Chi in the back, ready to come in and finish the job. But yeah. Ooh, we got Miraidon Regidrago stuff. Alright, you know Indeedee definitely coming to this. The question is... who comes with him? We do have the Scarf. It might have to just be like Scarf Chiyu with the Whimsicott here. The Amoongus is also not very good either. That's other things that I'm worried about. But I do like Indeedee here. Especially with like Ogerpon, technically. How do I want to do this? Do I keep the Indeedee in the back? I could. If I switch it in and he clicks Tailwind, that's bad. But it might have to be that way. Let's see. Nah, if he just leads instant, that's cooked. What if I did this? Is this a bad play? Maybe. Okay. It's the Regidrago that makes this a little annoying. You have the Psychic Seeds on the Indeedee. We do have a Sash. But how does he want to do the Regidrago stuff? Alright, we'll see. If I can get the terrain advantage, that would be very good for me. Yeah, we know. Alright, there it is. Whimsicott Regidrago. Okay, so we can force the Terra now if we want. Okay, I can also just Terra Dart. He can't... Yeah, this is why I also let Whimsicott, because, you know, he can't Dragon Energy this. So what I can do is I can still Moonblast this, maybe force a Terra. And I can still technically try and taunt this thing. Just so he can't click Tailwind. Actually, what if I did this? I can Tailwind now. No, I want to pressure that thing. Let's Moonblast. Let's force the Terra, ideally. Let's taunt the Whimsy. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Alright, there's a Force Terra here. So this could be Terra Steel, this could be Terra Fire. Would you really fire in front of the Ursh? That's Terra Dragon. Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, I got a Sash, which is good news for me. Depends on what you do with this Whimsicott here. There's your Tailwind. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. I'm okay with this. Because next turn, I get to click my own Tailwind. Alright. So, Ursh, you have your Sash. Whimsicott, you take no damage because you are a Fairy type, which is good news for me. Okay. Alright, there's a Moonblast. Comes out. That's very good damage into Regidrago. I don't get the special attack drop. You get a taunt on that thing. Okay. So now we can Tailwind here. And I can still click Close Combat over here. Now, he can still click Moonblast, which is still fine, but then I do what I need to do with my other stuff later. Okay, he could go Miraidon here, but that's still fine by me. He can Moonblast my Urshifu. I'm okay with this. Alright, he swaps the Whimsicott. Okay, what comes in instead? I don't know what that is. It's Amoongus. Alright. Amoongus comes out. Regidrago protects in front of Urshifu. Great, great play. We love to see it. Here's the Tailwind. Okay. And here is the Close Combat. Alright, well, Regidrago down. Good. Alright, so now we do some other stuff. And then we can also, well, we can't taunt, but we can bring in the Calyrex now. But actually, I didn't lose anything, so I can't bring in the Calyrex just yet. Alright, and I didn't Terra either, so that's also good. There's the Miraidon. Okay, this is fine. Alright, we're gonna keep forcing. The Amoongus cannot click Spore. Okay, he can click Redirection, which is, okay, again, fine. But again, I can Moonblast here. And I can still taunt this thing, which I'm okay with. Again, you gotta give me something. You can't do both. You're gonna give me the taunt, or you're gonna give me the Moonblast. Pick one. Pick your poison, sir. Alright, what's it gonna be? Or maybe... Can't Rage Powder here. It can't... Well, you can't even Spore either, right? Your Miraidon. There's the Rage Powder. I'm cool with this. Honestly. Alright. Oh, yeah, that's right. He has D-Gleam. Okay. Alright, so Urshifu does go down here. Okay, but this is fine. This is okay. Because we get a little bit of chip onto the Miraidon. Again, we're a grass type. We're good here. We go into Calyrex now. And, you know, guess what we're going to click next turn. And he's already Terra'd the Regidrago. Alright, it's not going to end well for our opponent. And again, you know, it's specs. This is a very easy play. Indeedee comes in. Expanding Force comes out. And I watch the fireworks. Alright, 4th of July has come early. Happy Lunar New Year, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. For those that celebrate. We have been celebrating as well. Alright. Okay, what's it gonna be? This is a tough spot for the Amoongus. Alright, that was a lot of damage that came out from our Moonblast. If only we got the drop there. Just thinking about it. Again, I don't like that very... He's swapping into something. This could be Incin here, but I would love to pick up the Amoongus. Okay. Oh, he's just gonna give me back the Whimsicott. All right. I mean, that's fine by me. The question is, did you? All right. So here's the Indeedee. So he gets to get the Miraidon back later, but if this Whimsicott is not Sash, then he's in for a tough time here. All right. Again, Psychic Seed's looking really good here. We get the bonus. What does the Amoongus click? Is it Protect? And no, it's not. Well, there's our +1. Oh, and there's no Sash on the Whimsicott. It's over. That's it. GG's. Okay, there's no way that the Miraidon can deal with this. Oh, man. All right, there was the fireworks. Special attack 1. Okay. All right, the Tailwind is gone. All right, and there is his Miraidon yet again. You know, there's not a whole lot he can really do here. Again, I can just... He does have the idea to crit here, so what I want to do is just ideally protect first. But if he has... No, I don't even need to. I have my own Tailwind. This is all I need to do. It's called the Helping Hand button. Alright, and it's also called the Expanding Force button. And there's not really a whole lot he can really do with this. Alright, I actually could have... I should have just clicked Astral. You know, that's just a little bit more of a stronger play because I don't have terrain, but it didn't matter. He was chipped so much. All right, there's another Ice Rider team. Is that the Yuta Ishigaki team with the wide guard stuff? Is that coaching again also? Looks like it. All right, so a couple wide guard users here. So we have to be aware of that. There's a Pelipper there, which could be good for our Urshifu. I do like Indeedee also technically. So how do I get in position for this? Okay, I could just go like Ogerpon over here. What else can I do? I can also start with the Whimsicott here. This might be another game for sub Calyrex. in reality, like I can totally see it, like sub Calyrex. But again, the Pelipper will give me some issues there, so I do have to be mindful of that. The Cornerstone is also a good mon here. How does he want to do this? Alright, well, we'll bring this guy. I could go for the Encore lock. Could also just go Indeedee Calyrex and just go bonkers with Astral, right? You know, just do that. Let's do this. Let's go Indeedee here, and then we'll go Chi-Yu, right? We'll do that. Okay. There's another interesting squad to try and maneuver against. Question is, what is he leading with the Calyrex? Is it going to be the Pelipper? Oh, he's got the Umbreon there, bro. Umbreon looking really good in the... Well, not really good, but has a niche within this format. Alright. So, there's the Pelipper mode. Okay. Well, thanks for boosting my Ursh. Okay, so what's really cool about this is we have substitute ideas. Okay. I do have to still remove the Urshifu, so I can still click Expanding Force over here, right? I'm faster. I can could do something. Okay, I can make that play. Again, I am faster, so I am gonna be mindful of that. And then I think I may just straight up taunt that thing, right? I can taunt just so that he doesn't click wide guard. Yeah, let's just do this. And then I'm gonna just taunt the straight out of this thing just to not let him do shenanigans like that. Oh, he's just gonna let me do it. Wait a second. Okay, there's the stash. So he didn't even click the wide guard. Oh. I think he just went for raw offense. Wow, I could have just clicked Astral? Really? You serious? That is not... Oh, man. Unless he went for Tailwind. Alright, I'm gonna lose the Calyrex here. Really? Okay. Alright, don't tell me you clicked Hurricane here. Alright, if I got it wrong, I got it wrong. But, yeah. Let's see. What did you click? Ah, he went for the Hurricane. Okay, so I get to keep my Sash a little bit. Alright, so that ended. Oh, and he gets the confusion. Yeah, no, we're cooked. No, we are absolutely cooked here. We do have Chi-Yu here, but that could be good for the Calyrex later. Yeah, no. Alright, so that's the Sash one. Yeah, I always forget. Like, is that a Sash or is that Booster? I forgot his team there. Okay. So he sees the Psychic Seeds. What else can I really do? Can Terra Water this, I guess. I have to, right? And then just go for the Surging Strikes play onto the Pelipper slot and hope this kills. Which I don't think it will, but I can try. Yeah, that was unfortunate. That was just me getting turn 1 wrong. But again, Astro would have been good there, just to chip, and then even Surging Strikes, right? So again, I still trade a Calyrex for something, but at least I pick up a KO, right? So that was the only thing. I guess maybe an Indeedee lead would have been okay there too, right? Indeedee Calyrex probably would have been also okay. Alright, but he led this. So I guess in hindsight, that's probably what I would have done in like a game 2 scenario. Just do like an Indeedee lead here. So now we have no choice. We have to just tear the Indeedee. Urshifu is now the restricted somehow. And so is Chi-Yu. We'll try and manage with that. He did give me rain. Alright, there's a follow me. Okay, and we do, and there's, alright, he went for Aqua Jet in the Psychic Terrain. Alright, I don't know, because he forgot there. I have to just get out of the confusion here. Alright, Urshifu, just be good and just hit the Pelipper. Alright, good. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Alright, that's it. Game's over. Oh, man. Another Raw Hurricane. Yeah, that's just on me there. Okay. Yeah, there's not a whole lot I can really do now. I guess we can Snarl? Dark Pulse? Yeah, no, we're just clicking Snarl here. Okay, so what I can do is I can still Psychic this thing, but if I do that, I lose the thing. I'm just forced to keep clicking Follow Me here. Let's just keep clicking Dark Pulse on this slot here. So, unfortunately, I got Confusion hit. That could have been interesting there, right? If I picked up the Pelipper there, I don't think I'm picking up the Pelipper, but you never know there. Depends on his bulk. We sashed the Urshifu. Could, so then, what's the Pelipper? Is it Covert? It's Covert. And then the other one is just Booster. Yeah. So that's just on me not remembering Yuta's team there. So it's just a formality here. I do outspeed with a Dark Pulse there. A little bit of damage. There's a CC that comes out. Alright, we do take 1. Alright, and yeah, nah, I don't need, I should have just, okay, now we can just click forward. Okay. Yeah, no, this is just us getting turn 1 wrong, and then just us getting hit by Confusion and taking the damage from Confusion. Alright, GG's, man. Yeah, we got that one wrong. Okay. Rewind. We'll do more. But yeah, in hindsight, I think Indeedee would have been okay there. Just to protect my Calyrex there, but yeah, Pelipper Ursh lead. Pretty easy lead to do, but yeah, that's just on us. Alright, GG's to our opponent there. Alright, this one is a Luke team, and that one is we got Zacian, Solo Dozo, and then we got Ting-Lu. There is a Tornadus there. So he's got his own Torn. It's probably Yawn Fissure stuff, and then there's a yeah, the Ting-Lu is not good for me. But Rock Ogre could be something. Okay. The question is, do you bring the Ting-Lu? I think this is a Whimsicott game. I'm gonna be honest here. I think it is a Whimsy game. The Dondozo is gonna be tough to break, but it is just a solo Dozo, so it's just gonna be Yawn stuff. So I could even, yeah, we can just do this. Like just straight offense. I guess Cornerstone can do the job here. you know, we want to pressure the Ting-Lu a little bit. And then what else can I do? I guess Ursh, right? We leave the Chi-Yu behind. Yeah, I think so. Which is a tough call to make, but it is a call. Alright, let's see what Luke decides to do here. I feel like there's like 20 Lukes. Alright, oh my god, the Ting-Lu Dozo. Alright, so here's the thing. This is what's happening. I understand. It's gonna be like Stealth Rock, Sand Tomb stuff with the trapping stuff with Dondozo. Yawn, Sand Tomb. I 100% see it. So, that being said, yo, this is where... Can I sub in front of Yawn? Okay. Can still click Astral here. I'm a sub. Okay? I'm a sub, and I'm just gonna straight up click Moonblast over here just to chip down the Ting-Lu a little bit. Alright, let's see what he's got here. I'm just curious. What is he gonna do with this nonsense? Alright, Moonblast comes out. We're gonna chip the Ting-Lu a little. That did like no damage, bro. Alright. Reduction there. He does go for the Heavy Slam, so Whimsicott, see you later. Alright. Oh, we got the crit! I was gonna say, that did a lot! Alright. But, this is where Ogerpon looks good. There's the Yawn, right? Okay, but he failed it, and I figured he might try and do that. So now, this is where we go into this guy. Okay. Alright, Ogerpon comes out here. Alright, and now we can have him, we can force a Terra here. Okay, I don't really care so much about the Ting-Lu. I am going to click Astral just because. And I'm still going to click Power Whip over here. Alright, just to get some damage on the board on the Ting-Lu. So let's see. Either a Terra or a Switch comes out here. I don't think that Ting-Lu has Protect. I think it's just raw offense here. Now, the Dondozo is another story, but we'll address that when the time comes. See what he does here. Alright, he's just going to let me do it. Astral Barrage, a little bit of chip damage. Not going to be a whole lot. Okay, some chip. Oh, that's a lot of chip on the Dozo here. Alright, we hide behind the sub. Okay, and we go for the Power Whip. And we miss. Oh, boy. Yo. What do I got to do? Oh... That's frustrating, but that is the game you play, man. That is the game you play. Could have been Horn Leech, could have been something else. Instead, we miss. 85% accuracy. All right, we just have this guy now. That's unfortunate. We hit it. We're in a great spot. I have to say, but now we have to deal with Zacian later. I guess we still click Astral here. And I want to click Surging Strikes. You know, if he yawns me, it's over. But he has to protect the Dondozo. He can't afford to let it get KO'd here. So, we'll see what he does here. That's so unfortunate. I just have to keep the sub alive on the Calyrex here. Alright, he protects the Dozo. That's expected here, but... You know, he preserves something. He'll keep the Ting-Lu a little bit longer. He'll let me take more chip. But, yeah. That's so aggravating. Yeah, that did like no damage, man. Okay. A little bit of Surging Strikes damage. Get this Ting-Lu off the board here. So now the Dondozo is a little bit more vulnerable. Okay. And we do outspeed the Zacian. Okay. Alright, so an Astral with a double up does remove the Dozo. So we'll keep that in mind, but it is so bulky there. But what does he do when I just target it? So there's the Zacian. Okay. And I'm still gonna click the only move that I know how to click. It's gonna be Astral, it's gonna be Surging Strikes. And yeah, we just do it. Alright, here it is. Astral Barrage. Do we pick up the Dozo from the... I don't think so. Unless we crit here. That don't. Well, actually, we should, right? Because the Ting-Lu's off the field there. So that's good news for me. Okay. And we should just pick up the Zacian here with the Urshifu. He didn't even technically Terra here. Alright, there's the play rough, but we are Sash. This is why Sash Ursh is so good. Okay. And now it's a 2-on-1 in the endgame, and I have my Substitute up. This is why Substitute is really good. Okay. Some of you guys doubted Substitute. I heard the podcast. I heard the podcast on this team. Now you see it. Okay. So now what do? You have one Terra left here. There's your Urshifu. Okay. And it is the water one, so guess what we get to click? Expanding Force. And just straight up CC. Right? Yeah, and then that's it. I don't even think I need to Terra this thing. I guess I can if I want to. Here's the Terra. We'll just do it. Okay. Now, technically, probably the more accurate play. So if he's Scarf, then he outspeeds the Calyrex. Alright, and then I can technically Aqua Jet him next turn. Alright, but no, he doesn't. Oh, he's just going to give it to me. Alright, well then enjoy this. Alright, there it is. He wasn't even Sash either, so there it is. Alright, great. Yeah, Dondozo Ting-Lu. Again, good lead, but this guy did not play it properly. You know, and that's also counting the misses that I had too. Alright, and he got his little crit on my Whimsicott, but hey, we still take those. Sub Calyrex is good, guys. Alright, so that's it. We pretty much used everything from the team. You got to see the power of Expanding Force. You also got to use you got to see how Substitute is actually really useful. So that was the goal there. And then, you know, stuff like Chiyu and Indeedee, they did their job. Whimsicott also, you know, with the speed advantage is also useful. It did get crit there with the heavy slam there. I do remember that. But otherwise, Urshifu does what you need to do. Same thing with the Ogerpon, even though I only brought it to like one game there. And it did just quote unquote get crit there. But you'll find uses for Ogerpon. Just don't mix the power with it, of course. But yeah, give it a go. Let us know how you do. Once again, shoutouts to Gab16 for using the squad to win a tour and also top cut a tournament. So hopefully you guys can do the same thing here with our Calyrex Shadow Rider team. So give it a go. Let us know how you do. We'll be back with another video in the next time. And if you're still trying to, you know, go to a local or prepare for another future regional, or if you just need some help with VGC in general because you're a fairly new player, you're not really sure what direction you want to go with regulationG, sign up for coaching on our channel. If you take a look at the video description below, we have a tier 3 sub, which gets you a one-on-one team building session with me. We can help you get a squad that you need to be able to, you know, do whatever it is you need to do, whether it be something for a tournament or some rank ladder play. We've got you covered there. And if you want a little bit more besides the team building, then you go for tier 4, where we can actually review your replays from Showdown and just give you some advice and feedback and help you improve your gameplay as well. All right, so check those out. And then from here, you can message us on Discord and then we'll respond. Obviously, you can even join the Discord. That one is free. And then just feel free to message us when you do decide if you want to take advantage of the tier perk. All right, but that's it. We'll be back with another video in the next one, guys. Peace out and have a good one.